What's going on, guys? Dudley here, and welcome to the second episode of Winning Formula. And this is the team that we were able to build with a little bit of trading of non-rare gold players. Buy them for 300 coins, sell them for around 500. You make a little bit of profit, and we managed to build a full non-rare Bundesliga team. And we come up against this team, and instantly I was like, oh boy, this is going to be a tough one. It's a silver team. The guy has coins. He knows what he's doing. And I definitely wasn't wrong. It doesn't take him too long to get a goal. And he gets an outrageous goal. I don't know how he shoots it from that angle, how it still manages to go in, but he gets a really nice goal to start off with. And that's all that matters. Now, we are able to get a goal of our own with Hunter. And he's a really good cam. I actually really like him. Or Hunt, not Hunter. Actually really good cam. And the thing about this team is that I've noticed, and I'm not sure if it's the formation, I hope it's not the formation, but maybe it is, it's that it's really easy to counterattack this team, and that's essentially what I suffered from this game. It seemed that every single cross that was sent in, I was missing. I couldn't get the header on. It just kept going in no matter what I tried to do. And there's another cross for the fourth goal. I think the only goal that he didn't cross was his very first goal, but for the rest of them, it seemed like that was the only way to score on me, and he just scored constantly. Now on the attack, this team is actually really good. Right there, Son gets himself a goal, and not long after that, he actually assists and gets another goal for, I believe it's like Steven, maybe, I don't know. Stevenson or something like that. He gets the goal, and we end up that match 4-3. So we get our first loss, but that kind of gives us a little bit of information on what we should do. It's clear that this team isn't working. It's clear that something in the defense isn't working. So we come up against this team, and this match, I mean, is actually a really good example of how good this formation and this team is on the attack. Now notice that right off the bat there's a cross and goal. We do go 1-0 down, and again, it's from the cross. It seems like this formation or these sets of center backs that I have just aren't meant for headers, which is really weird because center backs are meant for headers. We do get a penalty early on in the game that we go ahead and put down the middle with Hunt, but after this goal, you guys will see what I mean when I come to the attacking prowess of this team. We get another goal, and this one was from Stevenson. I don't know his name. We're just gonna call him Steven from now, or Petersburg. I was so off. I don't know why I was Stevenson, but yeah, this team really good in the attack. Son, Petersburg, and Hunt are extremely good. They actually each have the same amount of goals scored, I think, at the end of the next game, and it's pretty impressive. But for the most part, this team is really good at the attack. The attacking is simple. It's all very fluid. You have so many options because of the two strikers, because of the cam, and because center mids like to move up. You essentially have around 4 or 5 players moving up at the exact same time. Now, although that's amazing for the attack, and you guys are seeing that now, it's not amazing when it comes to defending, because now you only have 4 players back. It's clear that my center backs aren't good. My right back and left back are actually not too bad, but I didn't find them too much in the game. They weren't really getting involved. And here's actually Jensen getting involved with a nice, like, 43-yard goal because he decided to pull out his keeper. Nonetheless, this team is really good for the attack. This formation is really good for the attack. You have a lot of options. The problem is that on the defense, it's actually quite useless. Now, that could be because of the fact that maybe I'm just not using very good defenders. That's definitely a key point, because I feel it'd be hard to argue that the 2 center backs that I'm using are actually good. However, they're not out of position. They seem to cover runs quite well. It all comes to the heading. When there is a header, when there's anything in the air, they just don't seem to get to it. So the 2 center backs that I'm using, I wouldn't suggest using them, or at least not both of them in the same team like I did. As for the goalkeeper, you know, I wasn't expecting much from him, and he didn't do much for me. He did definitely keep a few shots out that I thought were going in, but for the most part, he was, you know, letting the balls go through him like it was his job. And scoring past my keeper was extremely easy. But back to what I was talking about, this formation, they all seem to be on the counter. It's just too easy to score on this formation on the counter. So if you come up against this formation, definitely set your I don't know, your team to counterattack, and you will score a tremendous amount of goals. It just seems to, that's just how it seems to work. I think I still have to give this formation a little bit more time, and this team as well, probably 3 more matches, and then by the next episode I will have a verdict for you guys on this. But so far this team on the attack is great. On the defense it's a little bit lacking, but anyways, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, the link will be down below. Other than that, hopefully you guys have a great day or night depending on when you're watching this. Peace.